Ruse Radio.
50? He said he had about 50 producers on that, if I'm not mistaken.
Now, does that mean he, like, made the song 50 different times? Or, like, did he really have that many different people just working on the same... I don't even know how that's
He had
possible.
that many different people working on that track.
Wow.
They were all collaborating and probably didn't even know it.
Yeah. You know what's funny about it is, like, if you said any other artist, I might not believe you, but it's Kanye. So it's like, okay, yeah, he would do that.
He would definitely do that.
He would do that.
Shit, what won't Kanye do?
but Kanye's got that unfiltered genius in him.
Yes.
Where it's like he's just pushing out everything that's like that's what makes him so creative. Is like, yeah, he's off the wall. He'll say crazy ass controversial things, but that's the same Kanye that has that sound that nobody else can touch on.
And the key thing, I don't know if you've seen Kanye's interview on, I think it's called The Drunk Champs or The Drinking Champs or some shit, Drinking Champions or some shit.
Yeah.
But it was relatively new. But he tapped in on that, the specific word, crazy. He like, yeah, you can call me crazy. I'll be crazy, but you're not going to use that as something to take away from my creations, from my art, from my capabilities.
Yeah.
He said, I will be that, but don't try to use that as a word that's going to take away from my capability. He said, and I'm taking that right now. I'm owning that. I'm crazy. So what? Look at what I can do.
That's my point when I talk about that. I'm saying, like, if you don't like those parts of Kanye, you just can't you can't enjoy his art and then criticize all the other parts because it all comes as a package.
Exactly.
Like, that is what makes him think that way. It's all there together.
You can't think that way because apparently you're not crazy, so you're not a genius. You're dumb. Too bad.
I mean, oh man, and you know, back to our point we were talking about before, Kanye's also a great example because all of those sounds that Kanye has, it's like it's similar to...
He definitely
We were having a
evolved.
conversation before the podcast about like Mark Zuckerberg and the way that he's really good at tapping into ideas.
Yes, tapping into ideas and bringing them to fruition because he has the mind for it.
Yeah, and often people in his type of situation who end up like mega billionaires, blah, 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 are those types of people.
Yeah.
I feel like Kanye, you can look at throughout the years, all the different sounds that people had that he picked up, like Chance even. Chance was the guy who picked up that gospel thing.
Yep.
And then Kanye took that to a whole other level.
Super moved it. Now you have Sundays with Kanye.
Exactly. And you wouldn't have that without Chance, which is, but nobody's talking about Chance's gospel. They're talking about Kanye's Sunday choir.
Because they're not talking about Chance's gospel at all. And the thing is, Kanye reached out and worked with Chance.
Yeah.
Kanye is the epitome of reaching back to your city and pulling motherfuckers up.
Or just reaching back to hip hop.
Yes.
Like understanding what is the next thing in hip hop. Like
Kanye is always ahead on the next wave of shit. Everybody thought that what is that album with Blood on the Leaves on it?
Is that Yeezus?
Yeah, that might be that one.
I think it is Yeezus. That was the one where he got like a lot more sounds. He got a lot more minimal with his production. Like he really took a step back in the production. Like not in a bad way, but he was really getting more experimental at that point.
Yeah, that was really, really experimental, and everybody was like, oh, I don't like this project.
Yeah.
I'm like, I love this shit. And I'm like, it's so ahead of its time, though.
Yeah.
Like,
it really is ahead of its time.
And I get it in the sense of ahead of its time because that's how I feel like how kind of me and Sway were with MySpace.
Yeah.
Just, like I said, tangents. Here we go. But...